إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما أما بعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله جل شأنه وخير الهدى هدى محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. فيا معاشر الإخوة, as you see that the time is elapsed and it is passing by very quickly, and as we said on many occasions that this is the signs of the hour, كما أخبر بذلك الصادق المصدوق عليه أفضل الصلاة وأتم التسليم فيما ذكره الإمام السيوطي في جامعه وصححه الإمام الألباني عن أنس بن مالك رضي الله عنه أنه سمع من رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم أن من علامات الساعة أن تتقارب الأزمان وتكون السنة كالشهر ويكون الشهر كالجمعة وتكون الجمعة كاليوم ويكون اليوم كالضرمة بالنار. As you see, ya ma'ashal ikhwah, how time is just passing very quickly. And the message of Allah said that this is the signs of the hour. That from the signs of the hour, that time will start to pass by very quickly, and tataqarabul azman. And a year will be like a month, and a month will be like a week, and a week will be like a day, and the day will be like the spark of a fire. Also, ya ma'ashal ikhwah, Ramadan is now close. For verily, approximately what is left until, insha'Allah, if Allah allows us to reach it, it's only a week and a couple of days left approximately. For coming upon one now to reevaluate his situation. As we talked about last week, and as we had said, people are dying left and right, to the point where a brother that used to come every week here passed away. Not only was he passed away, he was killed. Rahimahullah. He used to come to Jumu'a here every Friday, and he was murdered. He was murdered. And he was only in his 30s. Another youth. Now, khalas. قد قامت قيامته. Now his day of resurrection has started. And that's the reality of all of us. Inevitably, we're all going to be put in that dirt and put under that niche. That niche in which is very extremely black. And the only thing that can help you is Allah first. Then after that is your righteous actions. That's it. Not your color, not your nationality, not your background, not your ethnicity, not your nationality, not your family, not your money, not your children is going to avail you. Not your guns, not your cars, not what you accumulated in this dunya. Only thing that's going to benefit you is your, number one, is your iman. which you died upon of the correct belief, in the correct methodology, in the correct creed. Then secondly, what follows after that is your righteous actions. That's it. No more, no less. As the angels are not going to ask you about was you black in this dunya. And the angels are not going to ask you whether or not you was from such and such hood, or you was from such and such street, or whether or not you was American, or whether you was from Yemen, or whether you was from Misr, or whether you was from Al-Maghrib. No. The angels are not going to ask you that. The angels are going to ask you, Man Rabbuk, wa ma nabiyyuk, wa man nabiyyuk, wa ma dinuk. That's it. What's your religion? What's your prophet? Who's your Lord? That's it. Clear and distinct. Clear as the sun of the sky. No more, no less. This is what Allah has informed in His authentic sunnah. This is going to be all of our reality in the grave. This is it. Not caring about your hood or where you came from, which street you came from, how much guns you used to carry. All that is irrelevant in the grave. What is only relevant is your righteous actions, your iman first, and whether or not you purified your aqidah, you purified your belief from all corrupt ideologies. Corrupt ideologies of, for example, Christianity, Buddhism, worshiping the sun, worshiping the moon, what do you name it? What is now? Democracy. All of those type of ways. If you do not purify your mind from those type of ideologies, this is what's going to happen in the grave. The angels either, well now, by Allah's command, if you do not purify these matters, all they're going to do is just carry out what Allah commanded by either torturing you in the grave or allowing the door of one of the gardens of paradise to be open for you. That's it. That's the reality. What you are doing right now is playing a major role of what our reality will be in the grave. What you're doing right now, this moment in time. Hasten towards righteous actions. And the month of mercy is coming, ya ma'ashal ikhwa. And we know Allah Ta'ala says in His book, فَأَمَّا مَنْ طَغَى وَآثَرَ الْحَيَاةَ الدُّنْيَا فَإِنَّ الْجَحِيمَ هِيَ الْمَأْوَى وَبِئْسَ الْمَأْوَى نعوذ بالله مأواه النار لا يجد مأوى غيرها نسأل الله العافية وأما من خاف مقام ربه خاف عرضه على ربه وقيامه بين يديه يحاسبه وكل عبد سوف يلقاه ويقف بين يديه ويحاسبه الله جل في العلا خاف مقام ربه خافه في هذه الدنيا فعمل من أجله واستعد للقائه ونهى النفس عن الهوى فإن الجنة هي المأوى هي المستقر الدائم عرضها السماوات والأرض وأما النار معاذ الله فهي ضيق وضنك وشدة وبؤس وألم وهي المأوى هي المستقر لا يرجو أنه يخرج منها وإنما هي مأواه دائما وأبدا فما الفرق بين من كانت النار مأواه ومن كانت الجنة مأواه فرق عظيم ولا يخطر بالبال فيا معاشر الإخوة, as we know, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala has says, as for the one who has transgressed, and the one who transgressed the boundaries of Allah, number one, by embracing corrupt ideologies and beliefs, and likewise after that, by also likewise doing an abundance of major sins, an abundance of evil, and corrupted your own heart and your own soul. For verily, ya ma'ashal ikhwa, Allah Ta'ala says, you prefer the life of this world, and that person that preferred the life of this world, then likewise, then his abode will be the burning blazing fire. For the burning, the blazing fire will be his abode and his final destiny. And he will never find an abode other than that. May Allah Ta'ala pardon us and save us. For the one now who stands for the what? For the maqam rabbih. For when he's going to meet his Lord. And he's going to stand right in front of Allah. And he fears that what he's going to be shown in front of Allah, and that he's going to stand in front of Allah. And Allah Ta'ala is going to bring to account every single thing you did in this dunya. Everything. Everything will be laid out in front of you. Everything of when we cursed, or when we used obscene, obnoxious behavior, or when we cursed at our families, or when we laid our hands on someone who we were not supposed to lay our hands upon, or when we uttered words that we were not supposed to say, or when we oppressed people from the creation. All of that will be brought to account on the day of resurrection. Ya ma'ashar al-ikhwa. For ya ma'ashar al-ikhwa, Allah Ta'ala will hold us in accountability for everything we've said and we've done. Every abd is going to meet him, and they're going to stand right in front of him. And for the one who truly fears for that meeting, then he's going to rectify his immediate circumstance and his condition right now. And he's going to prepare for his meeting with his Lord. And he prohibited and restrained himself from his nafs and from following his desires. And he started to do what is upright and correct. For verily paradise will be his ma'wa. It will be his abode in which he will remain and settled in eternally and forever. And we know, ya ma'ashal ikhwa, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has locked on, opened a door for us in which if one really wants to change, then inshallah this will be the keys in which we will give in the second khutbah. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Wa aqulu qawli hadha wa astaghfirullah li wa lakum. الحمد لله رب العالمين والعاقبة للمتقين ولا عدوان إلا على الظالمين وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له الملك الحق المبين وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله سيد ولد آدم أجمعين صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه الطيبين الطاهرين وسلم تسليما كثيرا. أما بعد، فيا معاشر الإخوة, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala constantly establishes his hujjaj, his proofs and his evidences against the creation. But Allah has also opened the door in order for to change our state and our condition. If one truly wants to rectify himself and turn it into a different direction, then number one, Ramadan is coming. So now, make tawbah before, like we said, the imminent, inevitable reality takes place, which is death. Because a lot of our youth has not been given the favor of reaching the month of Ramadan yet. For Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala now has given us a key in order to help rectify ourselves. If you know in the ayat when Allah ta'ala says about Shahru Ramadan, listen to what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in this book. شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان فمن شهد منكم الشهر فليصم ومن كان مريضا أو على سفر فعدة من أيام أخر يريد الله بكم اليسر ولا يريد بكم العسر ولتكملوا العدة ولتكبروا الله على ما هداكم وَلَعَلَّكُمْ تَشْكُرُونَ. Here's the key right here, right after Ramadan, it's talking about Siyam. وَإِذَا سَلَكَ عِبَادِي عَنِّي فَإِنِّي قَرِيبٌ أُجِيبُ دَعْوَةَ الدَّاعِ إِذَا دَعَانِ فَلْيَسْتَجِيبُوا لِي وَلْيُؤْمِنُوا بِي لَعَلَّهُمْ يَرْشُدُونَ. Then Allah continues talking about Siyam again. أُحِلَّ لَكُمْ لَيْلَةَ الصِّيَامِ الرَّفَثُ إِلَى نِسَائِكُمْ هُنَّ لِبَاسٌ لَكُمْ وَأَنْتُمْ لِبَاسٌ لَهُنَّ. To the end of the ayat al-mubarakat al-karimat. For verily Allah has given us a key. If you truly want to change your state and be a different person, then you have to beg Allah and make dua. Notice Allah put in about the affair of supplication right in the middle of the ayats of Siyam. Right in the middle. Why? Because there's something specific and there's a distinguishing factor about it. Something that stands out. For verily, ya ma'ashir al-ikhwa, we know in so many authentic ahadith where the Prophet ﷺ said on the authority of Abu Hurairah, وَصَحَّحُ الْإِمَامُ الْأَلْبَانِي لَيْسَ الشَّيْء أَكْرَمَ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ وَفِي رِوَايَةٍ أَكْرَمَ عَلَى اللَّهِ مِنَ الدُّعَاءِ. There is nothing more honorable with Allah than supplication. Another narration upon Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu. أبخل الناس من بخل بالسلام. Listen to this narration. I want everyone to listen to this one. أبخل الناس من بخل بالسلام وأعجز الناس من عجز عن الدعاء. Also, all these narrations are authentic. The Prophet ﷺ said the most stingiest of people are the ones who are the most stingy with salam. And the most incapable of people are those who are the most incapable of making dua. Another narration upon Abu Hurairah, and also which is mentioned in Khatib al-Tabrizi in his Mishkat al-Masabih, wa Sahhahu al-Imam al-Albani. Man lam yas'al Allah yaghdab alayh. Whoever doesn't ask Allah, Allah will be angry with him. Another statement of the Prophet ﷺ. Ud'u Allah wa antum. Also says upon Abu Hurairah. All these are Abu Hurairah. All of them. Also in this narration, where the Prophet ﷺ also mentioned and said, Ud'u Allah wa antum muqinuna bil ijabah. وَاعْلَمُوا أَنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يَسْتَجِيبُ دُعَاءً من قلب لاعب أو من قلب غافل لاهٍ. Make dua to Allah and you have the surety that's going to be answered. Know for sure Allah does not answer the dua of a heart that is la'ib, ghafil, lahin. That's in the state when it's playing and joking and jesting around, turning away from Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. For verily, ya ma'ashir al-ikhwa, one of the Salaf used to say, that he said, وجدت وتأملت أبواب الخير كلها فهي أبواب كثيرة ولكن وجدت مفتاح ذلك كله هو الدعاء. That he said, يا معاشر الإخوة, he says that I contemplated on all the doors of good. And he says, and I found that the gate of it and the key to open all good is supplication. What is the key? For verily, ya ma'ashal ikhwa, if you find that you are not able to pray on time, you're coming up short in your prayers, ask Allah ta'ala to aid you. Beg Allah to aid you. If you find that you have some weakness in yourself because you like girls, you like going out on dates and talking to girls on the phone, you like doing these things, make dua to Allah for him now to instill in your heart to hate that affair. Maybe Allah will change your heart, change your what? Your affair and your condition to a better state. If you see that you're not able to do certain affairs, the only way you can accomplish anything in this dunya, anything, is if Allah wanted you to have it. There's nothing that you have in this dunya, or anything that you don't have in this dunya, except that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the only one that can facilitate it for you. Whether it be you want to now practice correctly. If you want that Allah ta'ala keep you firm upon the truth and keep you firm and steadfast upon what is correct, make dua to Allah. If you want Allah ta'ala to change your heart where you feel there is some type of coldness, where your heart is becoming hard, where you hear remembrance and it doesn't have any effect on you, now you need to check your heart. Because now it's becoming what? It's becoming solid. Hard to the point where it does not want to hear what they call sama' al-qabul, where you want to hear the affair of guidance and you accept it. For verily, if you say you have the attitude, man, I don't feel like hearing all that. Now check your heart. There's something that is what? A discrepancy in it. فَيَا مَعَاشَ الْإِخْوَةِ Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the only one that can open up and change the heart to a different direction. The key to that is to make dua to Him, asking and aiding Him to change your affair. If you see that you're coming up short in your prayers, coming up short in siyam, coming up short in your uprightness, in your steadfastness upon what is correct, make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He changed the state. And notice that Allah put it right in the middle of the ayat and siyam. Right in the middle. To the point where even Allah ta'ala has threatened the one who does not make supplication to Him. He has threatened him with a what? With a punishment for what? From Him. Where He says ta'ala in His book about dua. وَقَالَ رَبُّكُمُ ادْعُونِي أَسْتَجِبْ لَكُمْ إِنَّ الَّذِينَ يَسْتَكْبِرُونَ عَنْ عِبَادَتِي سَيَدْخُلُونَ جَهَنَّمَ دَاخِرِينَ. Your Lord has said, if you're ud'u, as Allah ta'ala says in His book, your Lord says, invoke me, I will answer you. Verily those who are arrogant from my worship, meaning dua, they will enter hell in humiliation. فَيَا مَعَاشَ الْإِخْوَةِ When a person now asks Allah, also likewise it's incumbent upon the people to learn the adab of dua. As a lot of people don't know it's proper adab. They don't. They don't know how to make dua. They just think it's like this. That's it. Majority of the Muslims these days, that's all they do. They don't know the adab of dua. From the adab of dua, number one, it has to be for Allah, ikhlas, lillah. That's number one. Number two, also likewise, that's a lot of adab. We're just going to name some of them. From them also likewise, from the adab of dua, that you also have to have that ilhah, have that tremendous desire. That which you're making an invoker for, you really want it from Allah. Not just open and raise your hands. Get up, keep it moving. One of these, we just gave the athar. Where Rabi' with the great Ashabi ibn Mas'ud from the great Tabi'een. His name was Abdurrahman ibn Yazid ibn Jabir. And also likewise Al-Qama ibn Qais. And also Al-Qama ibn Qais and also Rabi' ibn Khuthaym. And everyone knows if you study that those were from the companions of Abdullah ibn Mas'ud. That was from one of his greatest students. Al-Qama ibn Qais, Abdurrahman ibn Yazid ibn Jabir, and also likewise Masruq ibn al-Ajda' and other than them. Listen to what he said. Listen to what Rabi' ibn Khuthaym said. As they used to meet up with Abdurrahman ibn Yazid ibn Jabir and Al-Qama ibn Qais. They used to meet up with each other on every Jumu'ah. So listen to what Rabi' ibn Khuthaym said. He says, ما أكثر الناس ما أكثر ما يدعو الناس الله وما أقل الإجابة وذلك لأن الله تبارك وتعالى لا يقبل إلا الناخلة من الدعاء. Rabi' ibn Khuthaym said a profound statement. He says, how many people make dua to Allah and how little Allah answers it? وَمَا أَقَلَّ الْإِجَابَةِ. He said that is because Allah does not answer except what is called a nakhila min ad-du'a. What is a nakhila min ad-du'a? Nakhila min ad-du'a is also what Abdurrahman ibn Yazid ibn Jabir has said. When he confirmed what he said, I heard the same thing from Abdullah ibn Mas'ud. That said, إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يَسْمَعْ مِن مُسَمِعٍ وَلَا مُرَاءٍ وَلَا لَاعِبٍ إِلَّا دَاعٍ دُعًا يَثْبُتُ مِنْ قَلْبِهِ. Likewise, I heard from Abdullah ibn Mas'ud the same thing. Verily Allah does not listen to the dua of the one who shows off, or the one who wants to be looked at, or the one who's joking around, playing around, and walk away. Except the dua that has been firm from his heart, putting emphasis. That's also from the conditions and the adab of dua. One that's heart is turned and he's begging Allah to change something that is not going right in his life. Everyone in this room, and Allah knows best, has something going on probably in their life they want it to be better. Something. Sisters and brothers, that you want Allah to change. Some endeavor you're going through. And Allah Ta'ala allows these affairs to happen so you can turn to Him and allow Him to change it for you. If you make dua to Him properly. From the adab of dua, like we said, the heart has to be what? Turning towards Him. Number 2, also from the adab of dua, also not to be hasty and rushing. Also in the authority of Abu Hurairah, notice the majority of, if not all the narrations that says upon Abu Hurairah. And also in the authority of Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu, where the Prophet also mentioned and said, Yustajabu li ahadikum ma lam ya'jal. It will be answered for your supplication as long as you are not hasty. You're not rushing for an answer. Patience. Also, likewise, from the adab of dua. It's a lot of adab. The dua also comes in the authentic sunnah, which is in Ibn Majah, on the authority of Abdullah ibn Mughaffal. Also, Imam al-Albani said Sahih, where he said, أن عبد الله بن مغافل سمع ابن له يدعو بهذا الدعاء اللهم إني أسألك الجنة القصر الأبيض في الجنة إني أسألك القصر الأبيض عن يمين الجنة إن دخلتها فقال عبد الله بن المغفل لابنه يا بني سل الله الجنة وتعوذ منه من النار فإني سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول سيكون في أمتي من يعتدي في الدعاء والطهور. Also to not to transgress in dua. What's transgressing in dua? I'm sure a lot of people have never heard these. Some people have heard these narrations. Some people are like, what? This is the reason why it's important to learn. What is transgressing in dua? Abdullah ibn Mughaffal, the great Sahabi, had said to his son, when he heard his son making his supplication, "Oh Allah, I ask you for a white castle on the right side of paradise if I enter it." So he said to his son, "Oh son, ask Allah for paradise. Seek refuge in Him from hell. For verily I heard the message of Allah say, there's going to be for my ummah who will transgress in dua and also in purification." Meaning, a person raised dua, their hands of dua, "Oh Allah, I ask you for 10 Mercedes Benz with some chrome factory rims and also some Houdini'een. Make all the different ones that have black hair, then the other one have blonde hair, and then the other one has short, the other one's tall." That's transgressing in dua. It's transgressing in dua. These are adab you have to learn. This is not a joke. This is your ibadah, right? It's the best of ibadah. And also likewise, knowing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not in need of our obedience. And that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not harmed by those who disobey Him. لا تنفعه طاعة المطيعين ولا تضره معصية العاصين. Nothing benefits Allah of the obedience of those who obey Him. And nothing harms Him of the disobedience of those who are disobedient. This is how powerful Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in this, and this is the last narration. I'll continue the other adab next week. Listen to this narration. On the authority of Abu Dharr, as we know the hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, فيما يرويه عن ربه, where the message of Allah sallallahu heard from His Lord tabarak wa ta'ala, which is in the hadith al-Qudsi, where Allah tabarak wa ta'ala says, "Ya ibadi, inni harramtu al-dhulma ala nafsi, wa ja'altuhu baynakum muharraman fala tadhalamu." يا عبادي كلكم ضال إلا من هديته فاستهدوني أهدكم. يا عبادي كلكم جائع إلا من أطعمته فاستطعموني أطعمكم. يا عبادي كلكم عار إلا من كسوته فاستكسوني أكسكم. يا عبادي إنكم تخطئون بالليل والنهار وأنا أغفر الذنوب جميعا فاستغفروني أغفر لكم. يا عبادي إنكم لن تضروني، لن تبلغوا ضري فتضروني، ولن تبلغوا نفعي فتنفعوني. يا عبادي لو أن أولكم وآخركم وإنسكم وجنكم كانوا على أتقى قلب رجل واحد منكم ما زاد ذلك في ملكي شيئا. يا عبادي لو أن أولكم وآخركم وإنسكم وجنكم كانوا على أفجر قلب رجل واحد منكم ما نقص ذلك من ملكي شيئا. يا عبادي لو أن أولكم وآخركم وإنسكم وجنكم قاموا في صعيد واحد فسألوني وأعطيت كل واحد منهم وكل إنسان مسألة ما نقص ذلك مما عندي إلا كما ينقص المخيط إذا أدخل البحر. يا عبادي إنما هي أعمالكم أحصيها لكم ثم أوفيكم إياها فمن وجد الخير فليحمد الله ومن وجد غير ذلك فلا يلومن إلا نفسه. What the Prophet ﷺ said in tremendous narration, Hadith al-Qudsi, O my slaves, I have made oppression unlawful upon myself. Meaning Allah is going to give everyone they do right on the day of resurrection. Everyone is going to get fully repaid of what they deserve. And every soul know what it's going to bring when it dies. I have made it oppression haram upon myself. And I made it between yourselves unlawful. So do not oppress one another. O my slaves, all of you are misguided, except the one who I've guided. Seek my guidance, I will guide you. To let you know, as we said in the previous khutbah, guidance is not from you. If Allah wants the next morning, He can wake up and twist your heart, you'll be back on the street in kufr again, and back in the church worshiping the cross again. It's that simple. And you will love it. And Allah will twist your heart to the point where you love and really think what you're doing is correct. All of you are misguided except the one who I've guided. Seek my guidance, I will guide you. All of you are hungry except the one who I've given sustenance and food to. Seek my sustenance. Where you want to be fed, and that sustenance for me, I will what? Give it to you. All of you are naked except the one who I've allowed to give sustenance so you can clothe himself. Seek to what? That sustenance to be clothed. I will give you that sustenance to clothe yourself. All of you make mistakes day and night. And I forgive all of sins. Notice all this is talking about what everyone dua, 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 to the end of it. Supplication, 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 to the end of it. If you want to be guided, if you want to be firm upon the sunnah, if you want to be firm upon salafiyah, if you want to be firm upon uprightness, if you want to be firm upon making sure you pray your salah on time, making sure you pray all five every day. And not only all five, but even trying to do some voluntary prayers on top of that. And also asking Allah to also aid you upon siyam, to make easy upon you your children. Asking Allah to keep your children firm upon the haqq. Because that's a lot of us neglecting that. Keep our children firm. Keep our children from not being on the street. Keep our children asking Allah these things constantly. We are in desperate need of this in these days and times. If Allah wants, even in Muslim countries, I've seen children go astray. If Allah wants to misguide one, no one can save him. No one. And if Allah wants to guide an individual, nobody can guide him. And no one can misguide him. No matter if he was in the North Pole. If Allah wants to guide an individual, he will be guided. Notice Allah Ta'ala goes on to say, all of us make mistakes day and night. I forgive all sins, so what? Seek my forgiveness, I'll forgive it. This is the point of what I mentioned about what we just said a couple of minutes ago. Oh, my slaves, you will never be able to reach to benefit me. Whereas your obedience to me will benefit me. Allah's talking about himself. Nor you will be able to reach to harm me. Meaning your disobedience doesn't harm Allah. Oh, my slaves, if all of you was upon the most upright of individuals of a heart from amongst men, that will not increase anything in my kingdom, nor those who are upon the most wretched of hearts from amongst you. That will never decrease anything in my kingdom. Also likewise, Allah Ta'ala says, if all of the dunya was to stand up and ask him subhanahu wa ta'ala and make dua to him, and he gave everybody what they wanted, that does not decrease of what Allah has, except just as if you took a little needle and put it in the ocean. For verily, O my slaves, verily it is the actions that I'm holding you accountable for. That I'm counting it. Hiya a'malukum uhsiha lakum. Then you're going to be fully repaid. We will be fully repaid for it. Whoever wants good and sees it, praise Allah. Because all good comes from him. Why does it notice? You will notice that the shurah in the hadith and the great Imam Shaykh Rabi' Raghma al-Unuf al-Hizbiyin. What was Shaykh Rabi' Hafidhullah said about this part of the narration? Whoever finds good, let him praise Allah. You know what the ulama said about the sharh, the commentary of this narration here? After we all talked about dua in this narration, right, everyone? We talked about dua for everything. That good is only if Allah puts it in your heart to inspire you to do it. If he inspires you to want to go pray, inspire you to want to what? Be upright. To inspire you to want to wake up and fast. To inspire you to what? Stay away from haram and love halal. These things come from success of what he puts in the heart of the slave. It's from him only. Meaning from his tawfiq, his success, and him facilitating it. Making you want to get up and do it. It's from him. And whoever finds other than that, as the explanation says, then let no one blame no one except himself. Meaning that evil, that which you have done, blame yourself for it. But the tawfiq of what is of guidance, of having sustenance, and having good in your life, all comes from him subhanahu wa ta'ala if he wants you to have it. And if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not want you to have it, no one can give it to you if he does not want you to have it. Ya ayyuhan nas, antum al-fuqara'u ila Allah, wallahu ghaniyyun hamid. Allah ta'ala says, all of us are in need, and he is free of all wants. Listen to this other ayah, and I'm going to leave it off here. Listen to this ayah in Surah Al-Fatir. ما يفتح الله للناس من رحمة فلا ممسك لها وما يمسك فلا مرسل له من بعده وهو العزيز الحكيم. Allah does not give any good to anyone, opening up something of good, of any good you can think of. ما يفتح الله للناس من رحمة. No one can hold it back if Allah wants to give it to you. And if Allah holds it back where you don't get it, no one can give it to you if Allah holds it back. And he's Aziz and he's Hakim. He's powerful and mighty, and he's all wise of who deserves what. That is the aqeedah of the Muslim. If you want good, ya ma'ashal ikhwa, you want your dua to be answered, learn the adab of dua. Also likewise from the adab of dua. If you want your dua to be answered, stay away from unlawful sustenance, unlawful type of means that you obtained your wealth. Those things plays a detriment upon your dua being answered. Also likewise your uprightness, your obedience to Allah, also likewise allowed Allah to answer your dua. These are all reasons for your dua to be answered. And there are also reasons that Allah will hold it back if you commit it and do these acts. And we ask Allah ta'ala to allow us to and inspire us to make dua from today, especially in Ramadan. Because Ramadan is the time for dua. It is the great time for dua. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us better people and to take advantage of their time and not wasting it in nonsense. We ask Him subhanahu wa ta'ala أن يوفقنا وإياكم إلى ما يحبه ويرضى ويرفع درجتنا في الدنيا والآخرة ويعيذنا وإياكم من مضلات الفتن ما ظهر منها وما بطن ويثبتنا وإياكم على الحق حتى نلقاه ونحن على ذلك. هذا وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وأقيم الصلاة.
الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا